Thanks for coming into the It's in the Pot Traveler's Edition of how to make a meatloaf in the RV. A lot of us have lived in our RV full time or we travel quite a bit. And if most of you notice that the oven in a typical RV does not cook very well. Last year my husband and I lived 9 months in our fifth wheel RV while we were building our home in northern Idaho. And during that time we felt like we were forced to find other ways of cooking. That's when we found the Instant Pot. The Instant Pot comes in a 3-quart, 6-quart, 8-quart. It is a pressure cooker, and there are lots of good pressure cookers out there. This particular one, we really love it because it was easy for us to read the manual and learn how it works. So today, just to save some time, I went ahead and made a very, very simple meatloaf. I call it our Traveler's Meatloaf because it's very simple. Take a quick look at this. This has oats in it. I'm gluten intolerant, so mixed in with 1 pound of red meat, I usually use about a half a cup of oats, or you can use 3 slices of bread torn in pieces, or the same amount in breadcrumbs. We could not find the right size pans when we were looking for ways of cooking in our Instant Pot. So we had a springform pan, a bundt pan designed that is 7 inches, and it's very hard to find this size, but it works perfect in the 6 and the 8-quart Instant Pot. This little pan, we call it the Instant Pan, comes with an extra little bottom, which is your bundt design, kind of a fancy design. When you cook in it, you'll see that pretty design on your cakes, or you can do corn chowders, brownies, all kinds of things. And it's just kind of a cool way to make a nice little presentation. We already have just our plain bottom that's in the springform pan, and the springform pans, as you probably know, already have a latch. There is a groove in the bottom of it, and that's what your bottom fits in. Our Instant Pot came with a trivet with handles, which is awesome. So what came out, so I'm going to post the meatloaf recipe, but it contains spicy mustard, a half a cup of milk, a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, which is hard to say, and garlic powder, onion powder, salt, and pepper. We use a glaze of ketchup and balsamic vinegar. My husband's a little sensitive to tomatoes products, so I don't put a lot of tomato things in the meatloaf itself. And this is how the Instant Pot works with the pan. Put the lid here, or actually you can actually put the lid on the side here. I set it manually. I think it's not yet on there. I would put in 1 cup of either you can use just water, or you can use chicken stock. I usually use chicken stock or meat stock. And then using the trivet, you can also use an aluminum foil sling if your pressure cooker did not come with a trivet. So you put it in there with the water, very simple, and we'll put the lid on it. Sometimes I have a really hard time with these lids, getting in the right spot, making sure that the vent is closed. The vent is on the far side of where the manual is. Here we go. So there we go. Locks it. Make sure it says the closed side, and then it says venting on the bottom. I make sure that it's on the closed. And then I set the manual for 25 minutes for this meatloaf. So the timer manual, we have it on 25 minutes. You can go up or down on the dial. And basically that's it. It'll build up pressure for about 10 to 15 minutes. There it goes, starting to build up pressure. You'll hear the beep. 25 minutes, it'll beep again. Then I let the steam off naturally. It's just perfect for this size of meatloaf. This little pan actually will make 2 pounds of meat, but it's just my husband and I, so we just make 1. So it was kind of a fast way of doing it, but just wanted to show you how easy it is cooking in your RV. When weather's not nice outside and you can't always grill. If you think about it and are interested, the Instant Pot also comes in a 3-quart, which is a lot smaller, and it also comes in a larger 8-quart. So it's for us, it was a great investment. So that was our meatloaf recipe for today, and each week we're going to be doing some new RV type recipes. So we thank you for tuning in. Thanks.